you want, what you want.
Hello everyone, thank you for watching this newest episode of Cooking with Chris. Today's recipe is our subscriber pick. It was the chicken and broccoli. This recipe is very simple, uses very few ingredients, and can probably be a family favorite. So with that, let's get cooking. Okay, first step in our recipe is what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken. I've already cut it up into our strips. But what you're going to do is cut the chicken in strips, thin strips, as thin as you can get them. You can do this with a knife and cutting board, or you can use, if you have it, a mandolin slicer. Sometimes they do work. I didn't try it on this, but this is what you should get, a nice pile of chicken. And what we'll do is we'll move on to the next step. Okay, here's our carrots. Got them all nice and sliced up quite thin. I used my mandolin slicer, which I was donated to me by a... Those are all ready to go. And what we'll do now is we'll get the third ingredient, which is the broccoli. And we'll get that all set. And then what we'll do is we'll start cooking the... Okay, now that the chicken's cooked, what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the duck sauce. I'm using duck sauce because it's what I have, and we'll add a nice little sweetness to it too. Depends on how much you want to use on it, just to do this part of it. And then what we're going to do is just going to mix it together, just so everything gets a little bit of the coating on it. And then we'll go on in. Okay, next step is we're going to add our broccoli. This is one package of broccoli florets. You can use half a package if you want. It's really up to you. And we're just going to dump those in and mix them around a little bit. There's really not going to be a lot of sauce unless you put more in, which I'm going to. And then we'll let it cook a little, and then we'll move on to adding the carrots. Okay, our next step is going to be to add our carrot slices. Just dump those right in. Give it a little bit of a stir. This is probably going to be more heavily on the vegetable. And if you want, what you can do also is add a little bit more of the sauce. And what I suggest is to cover it up again and just let it cook. Let the vegetables get steamed a little. This is probably going to be a little bit more heavy. Like I said, it's heavier on the vegetables, which I don't mind at all. Just cover this up and move on. Okay, so here's what it looks like when it's done. What I'll do is I'll plate up a little bit of this and we'll give it a taste test. Okay, so here we go. Here's what it looks like as it's plated up. So let's give it a shot. I don't have a fork, so it'll be a finger food. The carrots are still crispy. And the broccoli is perfect. It's still a little bit crisp. You can taste the sweetness of the duck sauce on it still. Let's try a piece of the chicken. I think this is pretty good. So, I give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Chris. I hope you try this recipe and give me some comments down below on it. If everybody likes this recipe, maybe I'll try it with the more traditional sauce that the chicken and broccoli usually is made with. I chose to do it this way because it was quick, easy, and the ingredients are fairly inexpensive, and you can use them for other things. So with that, thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Chris. Don't forget to comment and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, keep on cooking.
What you want, what you want.